Hello everyone, so today we're going to talk about self-regulated learning strategies in online higher education learning environments. So I think this article is pretty interesting for me because it is related to our current situation where all the learning goes online. So the author found that there are four strategies of self-regulated learning (SRL) that have significant correlation with academic success in online learning. The first one is time management. I think we all know what is the time management actually. So it is basically about an ability for someone to make a use of his time to do all of his responsibility. For this context, of course, as a student. So back again in my experience, most of students were doing their assignments near the due dates. Maybe it won't be a problem for a simple task, but it will definitely a problem if it is a project where it takes a long time to finish that. That can also affect their effectiveness in finishing the project. So that's why the role of time management is essential here, because by that, students can engage their time well in order to complete all of the assignments. The second one, metacognition. So metacognition is basically about the someone awareness, belief, and knowledge about the process and how they learn to think about things that they do by their own self. I think this one is important thing because by realizing how we learn, we can use the right way to learn in order to achieve a better learning. The third one, critical thinking. Critical thinking is basically a process where individuals make an evaluation of information to make a decision based on their ability. Back in my context, most of students here, because the slight variation in their task, they will not able to use their critical thinking to finish the task. That's why critical thinking is needed here. By giving a various tasks, especially a task that is related to real-world situation, it will engage them to use their critical thinking in order to finish the assignments. The fourth one, effort regulation. Effort regulation is an ability to accept a failure and build confidence to raise from the failure. Back in my context, most of students were afraid to fail because they would be regarded by others as a failure. That's why the role of effort regulation is important here, because they can accept their failure as a progress of learning. It can be better in their performance based on what they have learned. However, there is an assignment that should be prioritized in online learning but still need more research about it. So it's basically about the peer learning. So what is the peer learning actually? The peer learning is basically about the collaborating with other learners in order to aid one's aid. So this is interesting for me because back in my experience, this strategy is not used effectively because there is a competition among students that makes them more likely to do all of their work by their own selves than to share ideas with others to learn. So as my action plan, I will ask them for a future, I will ask them to schedule all the assignments and projects that they will have so they can manage their time well in order to complete the assignments. Especially for a project, I will ask them to divide the project into small steps where they can take each day to do it step by steps. The other thing that I will do is basically about I will design a various task to engage them to have a discussion with their friends, just to share in their thoughts in order to complete the assignments. I think that's all for me. Thank you.